Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you one of my favorite controller. It's actually moddable. This is the Gamesir 85 Lite. I modded to support the Tab S9, which is 11-inch Super AMOLED screen. So now I got a giant screen, AMOLED screen, on a controller like this. And with this setup, the controller is about 130 grams and the tablet is about 495 or 498. So it's about 630 grams. With all this setup, it's still lighter than the Steam Deck. It's still lighter than most other like PC handheld. Like it's insane. Like if you say, yo, 11-inch is not a, let me open my Play Knife first. 11-inch is not a, handheld. I would say yes. I would agree if you tell me like 2 days ago before I mod this. But after I mod this and put it in with the Tab S9, it is actually a handheld. I actually used this on a bathroom. I went to a bathroom and I actually bring this with me and I thought, wait, it's actually almost as portable as my other setup. Like the Gen 4Y700 like setup. Like if I pick this, you know, like if I pick this and then I pick this, it doesn't feel as much different. The only thing that might different is like the width is like, okay, maybe I go up like this so you can see more. You can see more. See, like the width, like it's a bit taller, but because the weight, like both of the setup is so light. This is like 630 grams and this is under 500 grams. Like even the width is different because the controller is the same, literally the same. This is the G85 Lite because I just got this one to use this because I don't want to take my controller off my my tablet. I want to use it. It's like a handheld, and this is, oh, excuse me. This is like my thing now. Like it's just like 24/7 in here because this the Tab S9 only has one USB-C, and this has bypass charge through. I can just charge it in here. I don't even need to take off my controller, and I also root my device. Like you see the color so much more popping. Like both of these devices are like actually like rooted. This one root, this one root. Oh I forgot to talk about that. I'm actually using Apollo and Artemis streaming. So because this has Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, so the latency is about like 2 ms to 4 or 5 ms. So it's actually almost as good as the Snapdragon 8 Elite. This is a Snapdragon 8 Elite. Can you see? It's about like 0.4 to 1 ms, I guess. The highest I think is like 1 ms, which like, and the only thing is because this is an LCD screen and this is like a Super AMOLED screen, and I mod this to make the color even more popping. You see this? Look. I don't think you can. Let me pull it even more. Like, oh my god. Look, you see the grass? Like the grass I can see like individual because this, can you see? See, it's a little bit like dead. Like the grass is a little bit dead because it's an LCD. So even though I root the device and make the color even more popping, this is already like popping. It's still not like a OLED or Super AMOLED screen. I think it's like becoming my new favorite way to play now. I'm gonna use this like I was so excited to actually mod my 85 Lite because I didn't know that it's actually moddable. Now I modded, put it in my Tab S9 because the Tab S9 before this is literally just a media consumption. I just watch YouTube or use it as a media player, you know. And all the power that it has and the Super AMOLED screen. And also, so it's like kind of waste, you know, it's kind of waste the potential that it has with an AMOLED screen, a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which also support low latency on Artemis. I think this is, I'm gonna play this. Like, everything looks so good. Man. Also, because this is the only 11-inch with an AMOLED screen and a Snapdragon chipset. Because if you want to stream, if you don't know, especially if you want to stream on Artemis, for example, you want to have a Snapdragon power, Snapdragon chip. So, another thing is, just you see, like, you see so much clearer on the AMOLED screen, just because, especially in dark area like this, like if I go to dark area like this, I can pretty much see so much cleaner, like, see? And here is, you still see it, but here is so much cleaner. Like, the cleaner look make it so much more immersive, especially if you play on an OLED or Super AMOLED. The only thing that I thought, the screen is not as good as the Tab S9. The screen is not as good as like a Red Magic Astra, for example. But after rooting it and make the color popping, make the saturation, this is the app that you want to use. Color changer. This one is $2 on Google Play, but you're gonna need a root access and saturate this app. But because it is an Android, you're gonna need a root access, which I don't recommend doing it because there's a high chance that you're gonna break your device. So I just want to show that I what the potential it had, you know. I wouldn't want someone to break the device just to like get this thing. So another thing, like you see, like in dark area like this is like the best LCD screen I've seen. But it's still like, when it's going dark like this, it's kind of gray, you know. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, and it look bright, and there's no like kind of grayish like filter, you know, like this feel like there's some filter around it. And here it just looks clean, you know, it just looks clean. Everything looks cleaner and clearer. And because the latency, because this one is let me show again, it's about like 2 ms to 4 or 5 ms. It's actually not as like much different than the, I'd still say, okay, I can feel the latency different. I would, like, if anyone say, I couldn't feel the latency different between a 0.4 to a 3 ms. Nah, I think they just lying. You actually feel it. It's just that it's not as much as you would think. This still feel like you actually has a monitor and put it in HDMI. If you don't have the Snapdragon 8 Elite device, so you could get the lowest latency like 0.4, 0.5 ms, or the Gen 4 Y700, or the Red Magic Astra, for example. If you want to get a super giant screen, and I still say this is still able to call it as a handheld, because if I use it with the, say, this is also another controller that can actually use with the Tab S9. This is the Absolute S9. It has a USB-C, and this one is like a little bit easier to mod than the H5 Lite, because the H5 Lite you have to remove like 24 screw to put it in. Here you can just pop this out, this part and this part. There's 2 screws underneath, and you can just remove them. And I already removed them, so I can just like pop this like this. See, you can just pop it like this, and then it's gonna come out. Or you can just put it in and pop it back in. It's like good as new. Or you can just use it with the Gamesir G8 Plus. You don't need to mod this because it's actually like, you can actually use it without mod. You can just pop it like the previous one, the Absolute S9, and then you can just pop it out like this. But I already modded, so I don't even need to pop this out. I can just pull this out. See, because I actually like was using this as my main controller for the Tab S9. But so I had to like cut this part out. You see the part like underneath here. I already cut it out, so I don't need to like pull this out every single time. I want the convenience. But the controller is so heavy. This is like 330 grams. With the Tab S9 is about like 5 or 495 or 498. So combine it together, it's about 830 grams. It's heavier than a lot of PC handheld, you know. And if I use this with this one is like 250, so it's about 750 grams. So it's still heavy, but with the X5 Lite, it is only, it didn't focus. So I'm gonna put this to the side first. Gonna focus on the Tab S9 because this is like the main character today. It's about like 630. And another thing, because if you don't know, the Tab S9 has 4 speakers. I used to have I just kind of want to upgrade to the Tab S10 and the Tab S11 because they just came out another one. Also has 11-inch screen, but it doesn't use a Snapdragon chip. That just means it's not gonna get as good as a decoding time as this. So you're not gonna get as good of a experience when playing, you know. So I say if you want to get a smaller tablet, because I think with this setup, it's still a handheld for me, and it's light and 11-inch. The only one that I can find, it is 11-inch. That is 11-inch, and an AMOLED screen and a Snapdragon chip is the Galaxy Tab S9 that I'm using, and you can find it on the market really cheap nowadays. I think it's under like, it's about like 3 something now, 350 or something. Like you can find it's really cheap now, and the controller is also affordable. It's about like under $20. So if you combine them together, it's still under $400. So it just, and you get 11-inch Super AMOLED screen. Doesn't get better than that. So what else do I want to talk about? Oh, I think that's it. That's all I wanted to show. I just want to show the X5 Lite can be modded and used with the oh, I kind of skipped that part because the Tab S9 has 4 speakers. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, and these speakers are so loud. This is like, oh, another thing, because when we use with the USB-C, you can actually just hold this, the Gamesir, and then you can just see, you can just increase the sound without doing, like without pressing the power out the volume. You can just pull this and then see, you don't even need to touch anything. This is as console-like as it gets. It's actually pretty cool. And because there's 4 speakers and the speakers are really loud and really high quality, you don't even need, this is like in terms of speakers, like all the tablet I own, because I don't own the newer one like from Samsung, like the Tab S10 or Tab S11. I'm still using this Tab S9. I think this is like the best speakers on any tablet I own, because I own this, the Gen 4 Y700. It is the second place, the best speaker. This one is the first place, and the third place is the Red Magic Astra. I own those are the, I like the smaller form factor tablet, so I can use it as a handheld. So this is gonna be like my main streaming from now on. So maybe I'm gonna use it like a week, and then I get an update to see which one is better than this, the Tab S9 or the Red Magic or the Y700 as a streaming specifically for Artemis and Apollo. I don't know if people want to know about that. I just say, if you want something like the most, you just like me, you just want to put a controller in and never take it off, use it as a handheld. Yeah, I guess this is one of the solutions to do. So Man, it's just so immersive when playing like this. Because of the sound, because of the visual. Who said that? Did you say that?
Look, Honora. Must be an exile.
What do you mean? Everyone is in exile now?
I can override one of these chargers.
What?
I have to go on quiet so I don't spook the herd.
So I think that's the video. I kind of yap too much. So thanks for watching.